What's good, R&B squad? This is Out of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new to this family, we don't believe that you're here by accident. Welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. The word that I have today comes from something that the Lord showed me in the spirit and a discussion that I had with him regarding what I saw in the spirit. And as per usual, as you listen to the details, you'll know whether or not this word is for you. Please eat the meat, spit out the bone, take what's for you, and leave the rest. Now, what I saw in the spirit was very brief, but it did not need to be long because the message came through very clearly. So in the spirit, I saw wastewater being carried away in a sewer. And I won't even go into detail as to what I saw in the wastewater, the contents of the wastewater. But what I will say is that it was all manner of uncleanness, things that weren't fit to be seen, things that would be toxic and harmful to human beings. And oh, the smell. I just looked at it and thought, this isn't good. And then the scene switched, and instead of that sewer with that dirty water being carried away, there was a pipeline with fresh, clean water just rushing through it. And I remember feeling a sense of relief as I watched that fresh, clean water course through that pipeline. And then I came away from what I was seeing in the spirit. So for those of you whom this word is for, there are things and people and situations that God had to clear out of the way in order for him to bless you, in order for him to bring new life to you. And what I mean by new life is this. When you think of clean water, what does it remind you of? For me, clean, fresh water, like the kind that I saw coursing through the pipeline after all of the filthy wastewater was removed. Clean, fresh water has always reminded me of new life, reminded me of new wine in new wineskins, according to the scripture. Freshness, newness. And there are those of you who have longed for freshness and newness in your life, just like fresh, clean water. Even being around fresh, clean water is revitalizing. And that is what you needed. You've wanted so long. You've needed for so long. You've longed to feel that sense of being revitalized, to feel that sense of being refreshed. You're eager to step into a new chapter. You're eager to come away from the old hurts, from the old situations. And the Lord is saying, in order for him to bring you into the new, in order for him to bring newness and freshness and new blessings into your life, to introduce you to an entirely new chapter of your life, in order for him to breathe life into whatever looks dead, first he has to clear away and cleanse what is toxic and unhealthy. Now that could look like a situation that's toxic and unhealthy. It could look like people who are toxic and unhealthy. Things, people, and situations that hold you back, that are unclean, that are not right for you. When you think of wastewater, it's water that needs to be thrown away. You need to get rid of it. There's nothing you can do with it. It is unclean and it's contaminated, and it's going to harm anyone who comes into contact with it. Now, for some of you, this is your situation. This is exactly what's going on. This is why it's taking a while for the Lord to bring those new blessings into your life and bring those new situations into your life and renew what looks dead, cause that reconciliation to happen, move you to that new place. Before he does that, he has to get rid of all of everything that is impure, all of the impurities. Because you can't mix clean water with sewer water. That's not going to work. It's going to contaminate the clean water. Just like you can't put old wine into new wineskins. So for those of you whom this is for, if you're wondering why it's taking a while for newness and freshness, new blessings, reconciliation to happen for you, pertaining to whatever situation you've called on the Lord about, it's taking a while because it takes a while to deep clean. It takes a while to cleanse something thoroughly. Think about when you clean your home. If you rush through the process and you don't do a deep cleaning, you're going to leave residue. There's going to be dirty residue in your home. And then what would have been the point of cleaning it if it is not thoroughly cleansed. It's the same thing with your life and with the situations around you. There are certain people that God had to cut out because they were unhealthy and toxic. They weren't supposed to be around you. God couldn't bless you with those people around you. For some of you, God needs to get your enemies out of the way. They're what the dirty water represents. They're what the toxic matter represents. And God needs to take them out of the way so that you can be blessed, so that they can stop performing their witchcraft and all of their other rituals to stop you from prospering, or to attempt to stop you from prospering. For some of you, it's a situation or a place that you're in that God has to remove you from. He has to take you out of it so that he can bless you with newness and freshness. Just know, and I said this in a previous word, it's a process, and you can trust the process when God is the one handling it. So even though it's taking some time, just know that God is doing some deep cleaning. So I hope that this message blessed someone. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.